Yo, 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 yo. Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me, chat, please. Say yeah if you can hear me. Say yeah if you can hear me. Let me sort this out. I've got a new setup. There we go. Can you hear me? Can I get a yes in the chat? Can I get a yes in the chat if you can hear me? One sec. Yeah? Yeah? You can hear me? Am I coming through clear? Cheeky title there, Hugh. Sorry. Listen, chat, I've got a brand new setup, and I'm still coming to terms with this setup, so please bear with me. Quality is trash. What? I'm trying to come to terms with this setup. I will go through the news. Please bear with me. Quality is trash. What? Quality's not trash. Quality's not trash. Listen, right, let's get into the news. I do apologize. Yo, sorry, I'm still getting used to this new setup. Hang on. Is the audio quality all right? Fuck's sake, man. I'm trying to get used to this. I want to go through the pep news. Video quality bad. My gas. Yeah, I know. Hang on. How about now? Does that sound better? Does that sound better? And now it's good. I'm really sorry, Chad. I know. I'm trying to get this fixed. Audio's glitched. Good now. Okay. Let's get into it. Let me double check. Audio's glitched. All right, sounds good. Right, listen, chat. Bad news. I've got bad news for all of you. Pep Guardiola is set to be out of the next few matches for Manchester City. He has a back problem. I'm going to go through the news now on City Extra's Twitter. I'm sure plenty of you are aware of it. It seems to be you get the rough with the smooth these days. It seems like a Bernardo Silva contract renewal is imminent. Doku, we're going to track his flight tonight. I hope if we can get some news on that. But the manager, Pep Guardiola, is set to be out, and Juan Malilo set to take over. So I'll read out these tweets. I want you guys to get your thoughts in. It is an emergency stream of some sort. I know, side profile, man. Side profile, new camera. So we'll go through it. Smash a like on the stream, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and we'll all give our thoughts on Pep Guardiola. I didn't even know he had an issue. Did any of you know that Pep Guardiola had an issue? That he had a back problem or there was something wrong with him? Because this is news to me. Here we go from City Extra. Breaking: Pep Guardiola has undergone a routine operation on a back problem today, having suffered from severe back pain for some time lately. Man City have confirmed. I believe there's more if I can find it. But it seems like Pep's going to be out for a while, which is bad news. How do we feel about this? Pep Guardiola, he's obviously the main man. Audio delay a bit or my Wi-Fi sucks. It shouldn't be me. This is a brand new setup. Pep Guardiola out. This is bad news. How do we feel about this? For how long? It says until after the international break. So games up until the international break, we have... Let me check. So we have Sheffield United away this Sunday. We have Fulham, and then it's international break. So Pep's going to be out for 2 games. Sheffield United and Fulham. I mean, it could be a lot worse. There's no Champions League games. There's no cup games. There's no Big Six games. But Pep Guardiola is going to be absent from the City squad for these 2 games, Sheffield United and Fulham. I mean, it could be a lot worse. Like I said, it comes as a surprise to me. I didn't even know Pep had an issue, but it seems like he's had to get surgery on it. We would much rather he gets this done now than, in 6 months' time or when the season is in the business end of the season, if you like. But obviously health is first. Health is first. If Pep has an issue on his back and he wants to get it sorted out, he has every right to do that whenever he wants. So I hope he recovers. I hope he recovers quickly, but it is a blow, no doubt. Like, you can have all the good players you want in the world. You can have Haalands, De Bruyne's, and all these kind of guys, but we all know, chat, as a fan base, that Pep Guardiola he's the main man. Pep Guardiola is the main man. I said this. Pep is the most important person in that dressing room. And the players are so used to having Pep Guardiola in the dressing room before games, at halftime, after games, pre-match rituals, everything they do around game day. Pep Guardiola he's always there and he's always influential. So if you think it won't be a blow for City to not have Pep Guardiola around, you're wrong. It will be a blow. But Juan Malilo is obviously someone that has worked with Pep quite a lot. And he's someone the players will know quite well too. So I'm just hoping that Juan Malilo can take the reins on that. I'm sure Pep will be in contact. Like, he'll be discussing tactics and he'll be speaking to Juan Malilo about what he wants and team selection. So he'll still have an influence, but not having him actually in the dressing room will be a bit of a blow. Like I said, they're not the 2 worst games to not have Pep for. I mean, if you look at our schedule in October, chat, we've got Arsenal away, Brighton at home, and United away. Imagine we didn't have Pep Guardiola for those. And there's no doubt, chat, that Pep was thinking like this. He was thinking if there was going to be a period at all throughout the season where it was viable for him to go and get this surgery, it's now. It's now, because he's looking at our schedule saying this is the best window of opportunity he's going to get to get this surgery done on his back. And it's priority. He's every right to go and get the surgery, and I do hope it goes well for him, or he's had it already. Big up Benno with the super chat. He says £90 million for Eze. Do me a favor, walk away 50 million tops. Are we in for Eze? Are we in? I do apologize, by the way. Like I said, I've got this brand new setup that I'm still coming to terms with. So I've missed a lot of the news. I've been setting up this new PC. I'm getting a new microphone. The new camera is class, by the way. I do like this new camera, but I'm still figuring out the news. So you tell me if we're in for Eze. I didn't even know that, but big up Benno for the super chat. I didn't mean to panic you with the title beyond belief, because the title's true. The title's true. Pep is going to miss the next games. It ain't clickbait. Pep won't be around. If you remember, didn't Conte do something similar for Spurs towards the end of last season? Didn't Conte miss a few games through illness or something like that? Like, this happens when Mother Nature strikes. Chat, you can't miss the call. You know what I mean? You got to accept the call from Mother Nature and do what you're told. It's human nature. People get sick. Or they get problems that they need attention to, and that's what's happened. But can I get some of your thoughts in the chat on whether you think I'm right or wrong that he made this decision purely time-based? He knew this was the best time of the season to do this. He was never going to get a better time of the season to do this. You know, it's Sheffield United and Fulham. No disrespect to those two. They are not the toughest opposition we're going to have this season. So he's looking at it and saying, I'll miss those 2 games. I'll have the 2-week international break, and then we're back in business. I would have thought it makes sense. It comes as a shock. We didn't know this was happening. I mean, could he have had it during the summer? I don't know. Obviously, there was preseason. To work on, so I don't know. Bit of good news by the looks of it, though. Supposedly, we're going to get a Bernardo Silva contract renewal today, announcement today, which is absolutely huge. He's definitely made the decision on those games. Out of season will be better, says David O'Brien. It would have been better to have it out of season, but you know, he had preseason. He had holidays. I'm pretty sure he went on holiday. What's happened? Pep's got a back problem. Pep has had a procedure on his back, I believe, this morning. So the news just came out that he's going to be out for our next few matches. Hugh, remember when Lilo left City, Pep struggled without him? Exactly. Pep loves Juan Malilo. You know, I know we don't know a huge amount about Juan Malilo's influence in the dressing room, what he does. We know he's Pep's right-hand man, but I don't hear much about what he's like as a person, the same way, you know, you wouldn't about most assistant managers, because they're not the man at the front. You know what I mean? They're not the captain of the ship. So Pep has a lot of trust in Juan Malilo. So I have a lot of trust in Juan Malilo. These are 2 games that even without Pep, we should be winning, chat. We should be beating Sheffield United and we should be beating Fulham. But obviously, in an ideal world, we would have Pep for both those games. But it is what it is. If you do me a favor, if you would, and just smash a like on the stream. It's so sick that we just passed 80k. So big up to every single one of you for showing support and smashing likes and subscribing and all that kind of thing. So video looking good. That's what I'm saying. I got a brand new camera. Jordan sorted me out with this camera. I got a brand new PC. I got rid of my dusty old laptop. So the quality in general should be better, and I hope to improve it further because I want to look the best for you lot. I want to give you lot the best quality I can possibly give you. But I'm going to have a look through City Extra's Twitter, see what else is popping off, and let's just have a general chat, will we? The plan for tonight, by the way, is to do a flight tracking stream for Jeremy Doku. We want to track his flight. I know you guys love that stuff, so we want to do that. We're just trying to figure out which flight it is. We think we might have the flight. We think we might, but we're not 100% sure. If you want us to track a Jeremy Doku flight, I want to see some plane emojis in the chat right now. Send in some airplane emojis in the chat, and we will do everything we can to find that flight. Because if you want it, we'll do it. I want to do it. You know I like those flight tracking streams. But I'm going to have a look through City Extra's Twitter, see what else. Is there any more news on the Pep Guardiola situation? Like, I know maybe the title seems exaggerated, but it is true as well. And it is a big thing with Pep. Yeah, there's all the flights. Doku coming to Manchester. Pep Guardiola will not be on the touchline for Man City until after the international break following surgery and a back problem. Juan Malilo will oversee coaching of the first team and assume touchline duties until Guardiola's return. So it seems like it will be after the international break, but that's not fully confirmed. It just says until Guardiola's return. So I would assume the goal is to get him back for after the international break. Yeah, you guys want the flight tracker? We'll bring you the flight tracker. We'll bring you the goddamn flight tracker. Smash the like button for a flight tracker. Juan Malilo will be taking charge of his first Man City matches as acting head coach following Pep Guardiola's emergence. That's an article on City Extra you can go and read. Wishing you a speedy recovery, boss. Yeah, so he's undergone a routine back procedure. He must have had an issue on his back that we weren't even aware of, but one sec. Switching the mic again. This mic's annoying me. I know. I'm getting a brand new mic as well. There we go. Apologies. I'm getting a brand new mic. Once I have the new mic, everything's going to look smooth. Yeah, so he's going to miss the next 2 matches, and we believe he's going to be back for what are the games after the international break? I know October is a crazy month. We're going to have a Champions League group stage draw at the end. I believe it's on the 31st. The Champions League group stage draw of August. So we'll find out who we have then. But in terms of Premier League, who have we got straight after the international break? Yeah, we got West in the remainder of September. We got West Ham away, Nottingham Forest at home, and Wolves away. I mean, they're not easy fixtures. We would want Pep Guardiola back for them. I'll be at the Nottingham Forest game. And then October is crazy. Like I said, Arsenal away, Brighton at home, and United away. Where's the Calvin shirt? Are you sad he's leaving? I am sad Calvin's leaving. Hughes camera's mint. Yeah, I told you, new camera, man. New camera, new me. But yeah, that seems to be the news, chat. Pep Guardiola's out, and as I said, Pep's the main man in the dressing room. So if you are looking for a stream for his later, please can folks be respectful in their comment section. Yeah, I don't know what the plan is. We're trying to find his Doku's playing for later on. But as I said to you earlier on, chat, Pep's the main man. So without him, it's definitely going to be tougher for the players. But Juan Malilo, this is your time to shine. Juanma. He looked okay when he got a ticket. Did any of you in the chat see Pep Guardiola get a parking ticket the other day? He got a parking ticket, and the guy gave him the ticket was like, "Yo, it's Pep Guardiola." Is Simon streaming on his airplane spotting channel? We might send him a message. I don't know. I know he usually does it in the morning and the afternoon. What time is Big Six tonight? I think it's at 9 p.m. Chicago. I think it's at 9 p.m. So we'll do the Doku flight tracker tonight. Apologies, this stream was a bit rushed. Like I said, I'm coming to terms with this new setup, so you'll have to bear with me. Jordy Porty's working. He's busy setting things up, making the channel look nice for the rest of you lot as well. We got big things coming up. Did you enjoy the fan cams? Actually, this is the first time I've seen you guys since I did the fan cams after the Newcastle game. Did you enjoy the fan cams? Are they something you want to definitely see more of? Because I really enjoyed doing them. I'm going to the Fulham game in 2 weeks, so I'll be sure to ask the people who come on the fan cams what their thoughts are on Pep Guardiola not being available. Hopefully we will have won 2 out of the 2 games by then. Huey defo a lot of beds in City's medicals. Yeah. Did you enjoy the fan cams, chat? Let me know, yes or no. If you enjoyed them, I would like to keep them going because I really enjoyed them. Fan cams is what the channel was missing. Hope we can get a few regulars. That's the plan. If any of you go to the games, fire me a message before and I'll tell you where I do my fan cams. Because I'd like you guys to come on. If any of you go to the games, I'd like you guys to come on. I'd like to get some regulars. I want to find people who enjoy doing them, who are good at it. And we'll make them regulars. I'll be at all the home games. And I'm hoping if a few things go our way, we will have tickets to away games as well. So if we can get tickets to the big away games, like I'd love to do fan cams outside Old Trafford in October and the Emirates in October. Like these are games where I want the fans to be able to give their thoughts. Like I want to give a platform to the match going fans to just give their thoughts on the games. You know what I mean? Just give their thoughts on what's happened. So that's the plan with them. Pep wants to extend his vacation after seeing competitors' performances. Well, like, you know what? The guy deserves a vacation. I don't know that he had. I think he had a bit of a holiday after we won the treble, but if he didn't, he definitely deserves one. Definitely. Yeah, beyond belief. If you're in the East End, come over. I do my fan cams outside entrance P for now. Entrance P to the Etihad. So if you want to come over, my friend, you are more than welcome. I'd love to get your thoughts. We are defo overdue this type of content. I agree, Josh. I agree, my friend. That's why we're bringing them now. I wanted to do them for ages. And now we have them. Nice camera. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Where were you Saturday, Benno? Well, I sit in the South Stand, Benno. I sit in the South Stand. My season ticket is for entrance M. I'm block 115. But if you want to do a fan cam, I leave block M or my entrance and I go 2 down to P. So if you want to do a fan cam, come over to P after all the home games. I will be there. So I'm actually looking forward to seeing how the next 2 games go. Does it impact the team? How does Juan Malilo do? The fan cams, I'll be sure to ask people their thoughts on the situation after the Fulham game. There'll be a watch along this Sunday for Sheffield United. I will be there. I will be in the shed he had with Jordy Porty doing the watch along. So I'm looking forward to doing that. Sam Lee saying City exploring other players sounds like more to come. Yeah, I think there's going to be a midfielder coming in this summer. I think there's going to be another midfielder. I am upset about this Pep news because it's like you want Pep to be there for every game, but we also have to understand that things happen, life gets in the way, and that's what's happened for him. So I wish him a speedy recovery. Also, choose a good tattoo. I think me and Jordan are getting tattoos this weekend. We're both getting treble tattoos. Move to Manchester, Hugh. I am moving to Manchester. After this season, I'm moving to Manchester. So hopefully that all goes to plan. Hello, Hugh. You know me well. All jokes aside, I feel without Pep, City will do well for those games. I think we'll be fine. Genuinely, in all honesty, I'm upset because it's a bit of a setback. It's a bit of a blow not having your manager there. But this is an experienced team. You've got treble winners in this team who've worked with Pep for a long time. I mean, other than Kovacic and Guardiola and Doku, obviously, all these players have worked with Pep for a long, long time. Most of them, the core of the team, have worked with Pep for a long, long time. So they'll know what their roles and responsibilities are. They'll know what they have to do on a match day. They'll know what their duties are, what Pep would expect of them. So it's just a matter of not allowing the standards to drop. Excuse me, just had my lunch. Not allowing the standards to drop just because Pep Guardiola is not there, if that makes sense. Which I believe we will. I believe we'll be fine. And as I keep reiterating, this is the best opportunity Pep was going to get to have this procedure, because it's not the business part of the season. There's no like I keep saying, with all due respect to Sheffield United and Fulham, they're not the 2 toughest games of the season. Sheffield United away, they're a potential relegation team. They've just come up from the championship, so they could be a bit of a banana skin. I mean, Fulham, we know they're a decent team too. We had problems with them last season, didn't we? So they won't be easy games, but we should be beating both these teams with or without Pep Guardiola. Full confidence in Lilo. I have full confidence in Lilo. I do. Pep wanted Lilo to come back, so Pep obviously views Juan Malilo as an important part of his setup. We should be beating both these teams without Pep. I do wish Pep a speedy recovery, of course, and I'm glad he's doing this now rather than in October or February, March, April. You know what I mean? Imagine this happened in April or May. We'd be like, shit, god damn. So speedy recovery, Pep. This is the right time of the season to do it. Doku flight tracker tonight, by the way. Do we think Doku could feature on Sunday? Against Sheffield United? I read on Twitter yesterday, like I said, chat, because I've been setting up my new setup here. I've been getting this all together. I've not kept on top of the news, and that's my own bad. I apologize to you. I know I should be keeping on top of it for these streams, but I did read that Doku will be available for Sunday, or someone said he's going to be available for Sunday. Would you like to see him? I know Jordan did the stream yesterday for the Here We Go, so I never got to give my thoughts. I think it's a sick signing. I really do. I think Jeremy Doku is a totally, totally sick signing. I know for the last year or so, we spoke a lot about how we believe Pep only wants these ball-retaining, ball-recycling, Porza-style wingers. And because that's what he had, we believe that's all he wanted. But I always knew in my heart of hearts, he would also love a different option. And Pep Guardiola, is the king of evolving. If we stuck with specific style of wingers, only these ball-retaining, Jack Grealish style wingers, we'd go stale. Teams would figure out how to keep us at bay and deal with us. They would. And Pep's evolved the team from Sané, Sterling, Aguero to the false 9, now to Erling Haaland with Grealish and Foden or Bernardo each side of him. Pep doesn't stand still. Jeremy Doku, there is a plan for him. I don't think Pep is going to turn Jeremy Doku into one of these ball-retaining wingers. He is coming in to beat players. He is coming in to use his pace and be a totally different dynamic to what we currently have. Haaland's going to love playing with Doku. Like, you know, those games last season, chat, like United away, Tottenham away, even Chelsea away that we won it. We didn't look like creating many chances. We were not creating many chances. And we didn't have a different option. We didn't have a plan B. It was just like, we need to just keep going here and hope something falls for us and hope something goes our way. Now we have an electric winger who we can go route one if we want. Just go ball over the top and tell Doku to run onto it. Tell Haaland to run beside him. Haaland's really fast. Doku's really fast. We now have a totally different dynamic that we can use if this side-to-side ball retaining style isn't working. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean we're going to completely, venture away from the way we currently play, but it's a whole new dynamic. And Pep's evolving, man. It's evolving. Big up Hugh in the chat. Yeah, smash the like button. Smash the like button. Get in your thoughts on Doku. I know the Pep news is the Pep news. There's not so much I can say on the Pep news other than he's out for the next 2 games and he's not going to be around. But the Doku thing is obviously the big thing. I'm hoping to do a flight tracker tonight with Jordy Porty if he's all right, or if he's available. And I'm excited for Doku. I really am. I love these electric wingers. I love these grass-burning fast wingers. They're exciting, when you watch them on TV or you go to the matches, there's something so exciting about, remember Sané used to do it. Sané would just burn the grass up effortlessly, beating players. Sterling in his prime for us. We used to just beat players for fun. I watched Sterling a bit against West Ham the other day, and he made one run down the right-hand side, and he cut it back, and 2 or 3 Chelsea players missed the ball. And I looked at that and said, Haaland would have cleaned up with Sterling. If Sterling found his confidence to be like the way he originally was, with Haaland beside him, Sterling would have cooked with Haaland. Now, Doku, this is your chance, buddy. He'll play right wing, won't he? So what's the best front three we can work with then? We've got Grealish on the left. We don't have many left-sided options. Grealish, you can throw Foden there. Haaland through the middle. And then you've got Doku, Palmer, Foden maybe on the right as well. Get in your thoughts on the best front three we can make. What would be your ideal front three? Super chat here from Bran Holt. Pep is a master at finding how to win with the players he has. If the players change, he will tinker with the system until he works out how to win with those players. Exactly, Bran. That's what I'm saying. Pep never stands still. Pep will not plateau. He will not go stagnant. He'll keep evolving, When he thinks a system he's using right now, if he foresees a system he's using right now as possibly going stale, he'll go, right, we need to bring in something new. And that's why he's so successful, and that's why he sustains success. Because he's able to keep going. You see these managers who'll come in and they'll win a league or two, and then their system doesn't work there anymore, and they get found out, and they don't know how to evolve. That's what Pep's doing, and Doku is a part of that. Doku, Haaland, Bernardo. Doku plays right wing. Here's an interesting one. What are Doku's stats like? Hugh, Doku can also shoot better with his left, better than Sterling, who always used his right. Doku plays both wings. Like I said, I was never going to lie to you and say I've watched a huge amount of him. I watched his highlight compilations on Twitter or YouTube, but they're obviously always going to make him look sick. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know his overall play, but from the compilations I saw, he looks sharp, man. He looks sharp, and he's exciting. He isn't selfish. That's a big one for me. Goated. Big up Brian for the super chat, by the way. I don't know if I said thank you for that. Not sure where to put Foden. Foden's going to play midfield, man. I know in my fan cams after the game, I said Foden played well, but let me tell you a secret, right? There's 377 in the building. Smash the like button, subscribe if you're new. I'll tell you a secret. I find it not hard, but I analyze games much better when I watch them on TV than when I go to the games. I don't know what it is. I'll watch the game, full attention when I'm in the stadium, but I don't see everything that I want to see. I don't get a full grasp on what I want to see. And then I watched the game back against Newcastle when I got home the other day. I was like, Foden was sick. I was like, how did I not know this when I was watching it in the stadium? So yeah, Foden in the midfield, man. We saw it against Newcastle. The crowd sucks you in. I don't know. Yeah, I get very excited, man. There's that South Stand where I sit in the Etihad. It's a vibrant place. It's loud. The fans are all active. So sometimes you get distracted by what's going on in the stands, but that's what my match day vlogs will hopefully be before. I didn't get to do a vlog against Newcastle. I'll do a vlog against Fulham and show you what the South stand's like. But you know what I'm saying? Foden in midfield. Quite clearly he was class. So Foden midfield. You could play Doku right wing, Haaland through the middle, Grealish on the left. But where does Bernardo fit in? New contract Bernardo today, by the way. Where does he fit in? I'm not a Foden hater. I just didn't. It's just when I'm in the stadium, I don't get to get a grasp on it fully. Where does Bernardo play? Is Doku a starter? Is Doku a starter for you? Does Doku walk straight into this team? I don't know. Or is he going to be used as an option off the bench, a plan B? Nah, not yet. Yes, says recruit only. Does Doku start for any of you immediately? Does he walk in? Like, would you want to see him start against Sheffield United this Sunday? With no Pep? Is it here's a question linked to the actual title. Is it wise to deploy Doku with Pep not even there? So Pep can't really give him instructions. Pep can't really help him if Pep's not there. Does Pep's back injury impact Jeremy Doku? I don't know. I mean, Juanma will not change the game plan. I would think so. I would say Juan Marilo's plan for these next 2 games is keep it as basic as possible. Just stick to what the players know. Stick to what the players know while Pep's not around. Like, don't try anything new. Don't tamper with the system. Just get through these 2 games, pick up 6 points, and if we want to try anything new, wait till the boss is back. You know what I'm saying? Doku impact sub. Yeah, I like the idea because I love the way we play. I do love the way we play. I know rival fans always complain about boring City, boring City. The amount of away fans that come to the Etihad and sing that. But I love the way we play, but it doesn't always work. There are some games where we can't break down the opposition's defensive shape. So Doku will just be a release, get him off the bench and say, you just run, mate. You just run. Counter-attacks even. I know we're not a counter-attacking team, but having Doku will surely allow us to counter-attack with pace, real pace. Could you imagine Doku in the right, Haaland through the middle, counter-attacking at lightning pace? Frightening, mate. Frightening. He is rapid, Doku. I am right in saying he's rapid, am I? Hugh, did you see Pep actually got a BBL? That's why he's out, not because of back pain. Pep's gonna get a fucking BBL. I doubt that for some reason. When people sit back against us, it can become a bit boring, but that's on them. Well, that's because they're not coming out to have a go at us. Like, we've had some really, really exciting games over the last couple of years. Like, let's name some of them. We had Newcastle away last year, the 3 each. The Liverpool games always. Palace games sometimes are a bit like that, where teams have come to us and said, we're not going to sit back. We're not just going to let you dictate the whole midfield. We're going to have a go. We're going to go toe-to-toe. So when teams come and meet us in the middle, it makes for a blockbuster game. But when teams sit back, Spurs 4-2, yeah, Adam. But when teams sit back and just say, right, we're going to put 11 men on the edge of the 18-yard box, and you try and break us down if you can. Of course it's boring. Of course it is. But what can we do about that? We go out there with our game plan, and we never change it. And more often than not, the teams that come up and try and go toe-to-toe with us, a lot of them get a joy. Liverpool, we haven't beaten them in Anfield since COVID. Newcastle 3 each in St. James's last year. They got something off us. Palace, they've got stuff off us in the last few years. Southampton have got stuff off us in the last few years. So the teams that really come at us, if you do it well, you can get something off City. But if you sit back with 11 behind the ball, of course it's going to be boring. Because it's just a game of attackers versus defenders, isn't it? I'm ready to play this new Spurs tactics. I think we'll finally score in the Spurs stadium this year. With big hands there. When City travel to Anfield, I want to cry. I know it's a guaranteed loss. I just chalk it off and say we're not getting anything. Spurs are now open, yeah. But I'm excited for Doku. Because most teams try to hit us in the counter, don't they? Most teams try to catch us in the counter. And that's how United have played against us since Ollie was there. Spurs have always played like that against us. I mean, to be fair, Spurs, they've had success against us playing counter-attacking football. But teams try to counter against us. But now we have Doku. Unleash him when we need to. If the powers of football ain't working, unleash Doku. I'd like to see him against Sheffield United this weekend. But Sheffield United will sit back. There's no way Sheffield United will come toe-to-toe with us. Spurs is a different team. Will have too much space now. I think we'll beat Spurs. I think they will improve, though. They have improved. They have improved. I don't know how many of you watched the Big Six, but I told the Tottenham fans, I was like, Big Ange, you should want him. And they laughed at me. Well, who's laughing now? Who's laughing now? Unleash McAtee on him. I don't know what the situation is for McAtee. If we don't get another midfielder, I don't know where that leaves McAtee. But yeah, that's the news anyway. Pep Guardiola out of action. Doku flight tracker stream tonight, I hope. And yeah. If any more... Oh, Bernardo Silva, contract renewal. Let me have a look on Twitter. Is there any news I'm missing here? I definitely want to do the flight tracker tonight. Let me go into the extra Twitter chat. Bernardo Silva, contract announcement coming very soon. I think we might have the flight. I think we might. Not 100%, but we might have it. So we'll go live tonight and track that. I just hope it doesn't clash with Big Six because I got to do Big Six in it. Anyways, yeah, Pep Guardiola out of the next 2 games. Hopefully he will be back after the international break. But yeah, speedy recovery, Pep Guardiola, big blow, Doku, flight tracker, and then we're good to go. So keep it on the channel for the next stream. I'm still trying to get used to this StreamYard shit, man. But yeah, smash a like on the way out, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and we'll see you in a bit.